Tay with 15 rebounds, 13 points, 4 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. So I thought Tay Davis really had it. I thought I know Nigel got in foul trouble, but it just seemed like he had some big shots when the other team was trying to run, and all of a sudden Nigel would knock down a shot. I thought he did. I thought Dayton's minutes were back to being Dayton. He was plus 24 in his minutes, and I thought Dayton did some good things, giving us a lift.
Porter, lead well at 0 fouls too.
Yeah.
Emphasize that. How significant was that?
I'm surprised we didn't lead with that. No, it was great. Mo, I mean, the first 3 fouls he got in the first half, I disagreed with last game. Watching the tape and everything, but you're going to get some. Because I think Mo's really been working on discipline, staying down. The kid he guarded, I think he was at the foul line 20 for 20 before this game. And he draws fouls. And he tried to back Mo in. Mo took a charge. He had some tough shots over Mo. We call those tough twos. Tough twos. And I thought Mo was disciplined, staying down, and just being 6'10". So, yeah, I thought Mo, 20 minutes, no fouls, 6 rebounds. He was solid. He was really solid.
Well, they tried to muck up the game,
and
you guys hung in there. At the end of the game, your guards are good at getting the free throw line, making free throws, but how do you feel like your team handled it?
It wasn't. They ran to an extended 1-3-1, and they were pretty long up there. They were 6'8", 6'8", 6'7", and it was pretty long for our guards, and they did a nice job with that. And we didn't get it past the front line a lot, and then we finally did. And when we got it to the middle, next thing you know, we skipped it to Jeff, Nigel to 3, and then they got out of it for a minute, and then they went back to it. It's just you got to be aggressive when teams do that, and we could be much better. You don't see a lot of it, but when you do see that 1-3-1 extended, you need those top guys to be aggressive. We got to get to the middle. We got to flatten it out. And as it went on, we were better at it than right with the first couple possessions that we went up against them.
Porter, you mentioned some of Nigel's shot making. I think he's now second on the active career-made three-pointers list. Just what does it mean when you have a veteran guy who's so accustomed to making those three-pointers in those situations?
Yeah, you just feel like there was one I think he took, and I was in right there in that view, and I'm like, right when he left his hand, I'm like, it was so far away, but you're just like, it just looked like it was going in right when it left his hand. And he's just, the moments, I think he's been in so many moments, and but it does. It gives you, especially when the team, they go to a zone and they're trying to space it out, run it out, to be able to, he hit that big 3 to stop that, because you have to. I give him credit. UAPB, they're just playing hard, trying to come in. I thought we had a good start, and all of a sudden they went on a 9-0 run in like a minute and 10 seconds, and we got to keep away from those. But Nigel is just an elite shot maker. He's really good.
Porter, you kind of mentioned it, but Dayton hitting some shots off the bench. Just how important is that for him? This point in the season.
I thought Dayton looked like who Dayton is. He uplifts the play. He uplifts energy. There was one 50-50 ball he got that reminded me. He threw a great skip pass to, I think it was Jeff. It was almost the same play that he hit him in Wisconsin. Same, it really was the exact same action. And he went downhill on a flip action and kicked it to Jeff for a 3. I just thought his energy was very, very good. I mean, knocked down shots, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block. He'll remind me of that one. But I thought he was really solid. The 3 guard players, Dayton, X, and Nigel. They're really solid. Those 3.
What are Bulls to see you got Jalen Moore come back?
Yeah, he texted me today about 3 o'clock and said he was coming. I haven't been able to say hello. I saw him just at the game, so I'm going to go obviously spend some time. But you just love the culture when they're coming back. I love Jalen. Brought him here, and he loves OU, and he loves this program, and just an awesome guy. And I know you asked me about Reed too. It was a great moment for Reed. Being able to get in there and knock down that shot. He'll remember that the rest of his life in here. So it was a cool moment that he was able to hit that 3. And I thought Jeff was, what a great teammate. He drove it. Sometimes people get in that last minute time and they're trying to pad it. Jeff drew it and kicked it to him, and that was a great teammate play that Jeff Wanko made, throwing it to that baseline drive drift spot.
What'd you think of Kai?
He's got to keep getting better. Get better. I mean, we got some guys some minutes tonight. You know, Kowal played 14, Kai played 10 and a half, and then everybody else played over 20. Only one guy was two guys. Tay was at 30, and X was at 32. But Kai had 10 and a half minutes. I'm just telling you, just got to keep logging experience, keep getting comfortable, keep getting situations. Like that one we learned right there. He was trying to do the right thing. We were hard hedging some ball screens, but when it's almost at half court, the call is to read it and tell him to go under. You don't want to hard hedge at half court. And so I brought him in, and then we fouled. I brought him over. I'm like, where was that ball? And he said, it was too far out. So you just stuff like that to learn. And the pace of the game. The first stint he went in, I think he was just thinking where he was going. And we told him the second time, I go, speed the screen, roll hard, just do some things like with aggression. In that play I was just talking about, that Dayton went downhill, it was a flip screen, and Kai sprinted up, flipped it, rolled hard, drew a guy in, and Dayton kicked it to Jet. So just that speed and motor of learning that, that's not in the box score, but he did that really well in that play. Just getting him more minutes. We just need him. I'll watch the tape to see how he did defending and rebounding. I know the numbers don't say much with it, but he had 2 offensive rebounds on? 1. He had 1. So just keep logging minutes and logging experience.
Quarter, not just tonight, but in the pregame, it seems like when you need a basket or you need to collapse the defense, Xavier can just get to the hole.
Yeah.
At will. How important is that for games down the road that could be closer when you need it?
It's huge. To have that ability to go downhill, he does it. And I know Fears had that, to be able to break down that defense and get yourself out of trouble. He can get us out of trouble, and especially doing that late when they went to man-to-man. And when they went to that zone, they were just putting 3 guys, so it's hard to do that. That's when you got to get it out and then attack. But X is super valuable to us. I mean, he's really, he's a veteran guard. I mean, he played the most minutes. So I can kind of show you what I think of him. 3 assists, 2 turnovers. So solid game. And the thing we just told him, we got to keep being relentless, try to get better. Now we got to go get Nebraska. It'll be a quad 1 game up there. Even though it's a neutral game, it won't be there. But it's another great opportunity. They're really good. And I've already kind of seen them once on tape, and Fred does a great job. They got shooters everywhere, and we'll get ready for that starting tomorrow morning.
You mentioned that. When did you know, or what was the logic of being so aggressive with the neutral site non-conference game throughout the course of this year?
NIL money. You get situations for buy games. You got to do it. It's a chance to play good games that are going to be good resume games, but also you get contracted to do stuff that's going to help your NIL. And felt that I had to do that.